Because spin a willpower. Ba, ba, ba. And that's going to be 5 damage because he's using his teeth. So +2.
Okay, you bite down and rip its leg off, and it falls down screaming. And a hot wave of nausea rolls over you as you're inflicted with the moderate sick tilt.
Does it take aggravated at all?
I'm sorry?
Does it take aggravated at all?
Yeah, it's dead.
Yeah, Spin's going to actually eat some of the essence to regain essence.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Let's take one essence. Like, it literally just spent one.
Isn't that a violation of the Oath of the Moon, even if it's a claim?
It's fucking claimed. It's my prey.
It's still a violation, but we're going to pretend like you guys aren't aware of that.
Yeah, it's
claimed.
I mean, it's still human flesh.
It's a claim now. It's not.
It's also.
And
it's kind
it doesn't
of
have to
disgusting.
take It doesn't have to take aggravated damage. A werewolf will inflict aggravated damage if he wants to eat it for essence.
Also, it's fucking disgusting because
it
looks like it's rotting.
It's one of the few things that...
If you want me to roll for harmony break, I will take that because I do want to get my harmony down.
We'll do that at the end. Harmony breaks and in which direction they go.
I think you all would figure it'd be more disgusting because you're all getting sick by touching these things, and this one's eating it.
Ugh. Also, there's still rats on us.
Finn's even worse things. Oh, eat those rats. They're delicious.
But we're going to deal with that in a minute. The rat swarms, seeing that the claimed are down, are begin skittering in all directions.
Oh, no, you don't.
Quick, set the building on fire.
Oh shit! Did I miss out on something? No, I didn't.
I'm sorry. Are the rats already scattered?
Yeah, well, they're scattering. You
Okay.
can try and catch them if you would like, but they're definitely scattering.
I'd like
in all
to
directions.
swipe at them with my claws and destroy them, if that's possible.
Yeah, you can swipe and try and hit as many of these rats as you can.
What's the defense?
Swarms, I believe. Do they even have a defense? I'm pretty sure they don't have a defense.
I think swarms typically have some sort of bonus unless you're hitting them with the AoE effect.
They just take like I believe it's 1 damage.
Yeah, they
unless you're
only
hitting
take
them with
1
AoE.
point of damage unless it's an exceptional, in which case they take 2.
Okay.
Unless it's an AoE attack.
Which I don't have. I didn't take that great werewolf breathe fire trait.
In Garou, we can use them in dirty combats, right? On mundane animals and things like
This
that.
isn't mundane animals.
Yeah, I never thought that they were.
ST, if we're in beatdown now, I mean not beatdown, fucking what do you call it?
Down and dirty.
Yeah, down and dirty. Especially because we have Gao here as well. Could Finn also, like after he's finished eating, use all doors locked to lock all the windows and doors possible to keep the rats confined?
Yeah, you can try and lock all the doors and windows with all doors.
But you know they're rats, so they're gonna get out anyway.
Makes it harder for them though.
Not the rats. Rats don't open doors or go through windows. They go through holes in the wall. Have you never had to deal with a rat infestation?
I'm not hunting darkness.
It's like this a little bit easier.
I have to deal with possums and mice in real life.
The point is Finn would do that.
All right, so go ahead and do that. Roll it. Make sure you do it.
Well, I've dealt my 1 point of damage to a rat.
You swipe up a couple rats from one of the swarm, but there's just so many.
I don't think I do a roll for that. It just happens. Action instant, duration 1 scene.
Fair enough.
So I just spent the essence I took, and then all windows and doors, like not necessarily this particular room, but this room, like they all lock.
Well, you're in the hallway, so you just basically slam a couple doors, and they'll lock up. But a couple of them are broken already, so they slam, but still have gaping holes in them. But you'll probably shut the windows and everything outside the building if you can.
The special effects, all the doors, windows, and other entryways in the building. The earth is touching or is inside.
Alright, it's that or other entryways that makes it work. When you were just saying doors and windows, I was like, that doesn't stop a rat.
We're hunting dinner, boys.
Yeah, no, eat those rats.
All right, Theo.
I'm gonna start shooting me some rats.
All right, go ahead and roll.
You have a rifle, right?
Yep.
If only you had a shotgun.
Wait, no, I don't have. Oh yeah, no, I do have firefight, meaning I can make that friggin' like semi-auto for a thing.
Auto fire?
Yeah, well, just semi like short burst. I can do short burst.
Ah. And that hits multiple targets, right?
Yeah, I'm just basically kind of just. He just kind of puts the thing together, and then he just kind of just fires. And then he kind of pushes the bolt back, fire, bolt back, and he's just doing that like 3 or 4 times in rapid succession.
Bolt action.
Yes, it's a rifle. Hush. Which probably doesn't do a lot more, but.
All right, everyone. After Theo, go ahead and just roll your preferred form of attack.
Standard attack roll. Watson, Urshel. Oh shit! I've got the What do I get? Stamina, strength +2. Look at it again. Okay, that's 4 damage. Teeth. Also, Theo is going to try to eat one of the rats to regain that essence back again.
Oh my
I
god.
am?
Yeah.
Wait, why am I eating
I don't
it?
think you're going to regain essence from a rat. That's not.
Okay. Okay.
You said I was eating it. Why am I eating it? You
No,
said
I'm
Theo would eat a
eating
rat.
it. No,
I meant Finn. I'm
Finn.
sorry.
See, when I slapped that one rat, I hit it right in your mouth.
Why is it back to Finn again on the turn of the...
He asked
I
everybody to
said
make their rolls.
everyone.
Pay attention, Emmerich!
It's good
So
for
everyone, that includes Matthew and Tyron, make your attack rolls against the swarms before
Alright.
it gets to their turn.
I will put a point of willpower. Well, wow.
How many rounds have they been, Garu?
2. I've been in 2 anyway. I don't know what the other one.
Okay,
Matthew
then he's
is
been in
about to
3.
go out this turn. You actually have to get yourself out of Garu or try and stay in for another turn.
Who does?
I will shift. Just done.
What do you shift into?
Urshel.
best form.
Az, you need to roll Tigrin's attack still. Unless I missed it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I think you did. Yeah. Oh, right. Okay, first off, actually, I'm going to see if I can. First off, I'm going to reflexively shift down to Dalu. But. And then I'm going to roll it so I can spot any weird looking rats.
Okay.
That would be a perception roll, wouldn't it?
It would indeed. As far as you can tell, they're pretty much all weird-looking rats. There's no one that stands out. They're all seeming to act with that alien intelligence very common to the Bishilu. And they scatter for the doors. On their turn, the swarms go into different apartments, scattering into them. And heading for walls and clawing through whatever they can.
Well, boys, speaking of apartments.
Well, I suppose it's time to go act crazy with Tigran's axe.
The first swarm kind of crunches through little weak points in the wall and just scatter into them. So that swarm is basically dispersing into the building and probably going to claw its way out. It's gone. The other two are still trapped in the apartments, scattering around looking for exits. At this point, I just need to know what you guys are going to do. How you're going to split up. If you're all going to focus on one swarm, or just split up and try and take out the two remaining.
I'm gonna focus myself on one swarm in my Urshel form and try to take down as many as possible.
Is that the general idea for you guys, to focus on one of the swarms?
I'd say we split up and try and take out as many swarms as possible, since one of them would be might be the primary rat.
Where
basically.
is the closest swarm at?
Finn
In
is
the apartment
going...
to the right of you guys.
So I've got
Finn
one
is-
turn left in Garu, and we do have that 3-point demolisher trait.
Oh yeah,
Finn-
you're gonna break through this already weakened door, no problem.
Just open it.
Was that?
You can just open it.
They do lock their doors. We've proven that when I broke the first lock. Also,
The
we
doors
invested onto a fucking 3-point demolisher trait. This is not going to be a stupid purchase. We're going to use it.
Yeah.
The door's already got pretty much a gaping hole, but a Garu wouldn't fit it, so you'll just basically ram it and go right through. It has almost no structure left.
Yeah, I'll do that.
It definitely doesn't have enough durability to stand up to demolisher.
So yeah, that's what Hunter does.
Alright, so you break into the nearest one.
And then shift back down.
The pack focuses or not? Just
No, I'm gonna focus on another one. Sorry.
Alright, so we'll put Swarm 1 is the one Hunter's going after. If anyone wants to go after Swarm 2 instead, let me know.
Tigran will go after Swarm 2. Someone's got to.
Okay. Tigran's 2, Hunter's 1.
Theo's going to spend an essence to go into Urshel and go after Swarm 2. No, after Swarm 1 with Hunter.
Going
Okay.
with Swarm 2.
Whichever one
Yeah.
Hunter is going after.
Theo and Hunter are 1, Matthew and Tigran are 2. Finn, where are you going?
Finn's going to bark in first tongue that he's going to follow the lead of the Shatha experts, Tigran, and follow him for Swarm 2.
Okay,
Still
so
not
you
sure.
three roll against yours, and Hunter and Theo roll against yours. And Hunter, you still use your Garu stats because you bust in and go straight for him, and then you'll shift down after this.
By the way, if you pull your thing up, the little state things, and you hover over an icon and hit a number, it puts a number there. Since you all were doing grouped things. It's one way to keep track. So rolling to do 1 point of damage.
Alright.
Well, apparently I've rolled nothing. Let me try that again. There we go. 1 point of damage. And I guess at that, I shift down to Urshel.
Yes.
Yeah, time for mine. Again.
Yeah, you need to roll 2, Taggart. We're trying to speed through this part.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh,
You have a fire axe.
yep.
All right, you start clearing out a lot in that room. So that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4 lethal to them so far. And Hunter and Theo. The swarm focus is still on escaping.
Oh, Theo's no longer shooting his gun?
No, because guns aren't great against swarms.
Oh, I thought the semi-auto made it good against swarms.
I apparently don't actually have that.
Oh, well.
Well, even if it is, it's hard to count that as an area attack. As it has to be something very useful, like a.
Well,
shooting
usually
an
when you're doing the
automatic gun.
autos... Yeah, well, usually when you do the autos, it gives you multiple targets, and that's...
Yeah,
Group
but usually
attack.
it's not like with a swarm like this where there's hundreds of rats or like even 50 rats. Being able to pick 3 targets doesn't really count as an.
Alright, Theo, we're gonna have to give you explosive rounds or something.
Or get
All
a
right.
grenade launcher or a
The
flamethrower.
swarms rolled terribly, and these 2 swarms are still stuck in their respective apartments. So keep going.
Haha. So roll again.
Spending a willpower to have 3 dice to this roll.
No, I'm not going to spend willpower.
So, Urshel
What?
would be
Go
plus
again.
3.
Who spended willpower on this roll?
I did.
So another 1 point of damage.
You know, you could have spent an essence for Primal Urge too, or Primal Strength might give you another +3.
Also gonna
Really?
spend a willpower.
Or activate your Hunter's Instinct would be a good idea too. That way you can get that 8 again.
What's an hunter instinct and
There we go. I think the sheet somehow rolled twice, nothing happened.
We have a lot of powers that not all of us are familiar with.
yeah?
I'm
what's
talking to
hunter
Hunter because his Rahu in general would be very useful for a couple of these.
Oh, and what's primal strength?
It adds his
Strength.
purity to his strength.
Oh, right. Yeah, yes, it's
Which does increases your attack pool.
I thought I had to be something.
The only one that you have to be in Garu to actually use is Slaughterer. You can use Primal Strength, you can use your 8 again Warrior one. As long as
Also, but it doesn't matter though. I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna hit every time without spending anything, but I'm only gonna do 1 point of damage, so it doesn't matter how much strength I have.
Well, if you've got the exceptional, you can do 2. That's I guess that's
Yeah,
not that much.
I'm not gonna
more.
spend 1 essence to increase my damage by 1.
Fair enough.
Like, if this was like, if I was back in the Immortal Dragons dojo again, yeah, I'd be fucking doing everything. Like, I just remembered that my embodiment of the Firstborn, I could spend a willpower and give somebody attacking me shaken. I could have gotten that guy scared of me. You learn. You live and you learn.
I'm just waiting a moment for one of the vets to give a death threat to Finn. I'll kill you!
Finn, if you don't kill that rat,
Okay.
I'll fucking kill you.
I don't think he's scared of the rat at this point.
Finn, Matthew, and Tigran seem to mop up almost all of their swarm. You guys aren't seeing any moving rats as you comb your way through the apartment, though they tried to escape.
I imagine Finn pouncing from one to the next.
But in the other apartment, Theo and Hunter, a couple of your rats punch through the walls and kind of wriggle their way in and are gone.
Oh well. You live and you learn.
It's technically more your territory because being the original pack founders.
But yeah, I know. Was that an argument?
No.
I'll say you said technically. It's like I don't. Did somebody say otherwise?
All right, what are you guys going to do?
I guess
I'll
we
go back into Delulu.
Yeah, Finn's gonna return to issue.
gonna look over at Theo and I'm gonna say 2 words: scorched earth.
And Tigran will also go back to his shoe.
Theo's just gonna look back at Hunter and say, "Yeah."
Pretty much.
We need to burn this place down.
Yeah, I mean, get a couple of gas cans and a lighter. It's not gonna be hard work.
We
What do you
should
think we
take
meant by
that.
scorched earth?
We
Yeah,
should
but
take that woman to some kind of. What about that doctor? Victoria Rose.
sure.
Who are you talking to?
Yeah.
They're talking about bringing the lady to.
No,
the
I know
doctor with
what he's
Theo.
talking about. I'm saying who is he talking to?
People I'm with, I'm guessing. Tigran and Matt.
Sure. I mean, go on. We could call an ambulance or something like that, but
We still need to know as much as we can what happened here, because something is still happening apart from Bishop here. We've driven that nest out, but I want to see if we can get anything else from that woman. Assuming she survives.
Hunter, roll a perception for me.
Can I roll perception too to help out with this?
If I'm still in Urshel, what is the
Plus 3.
I was literally on the page and I looked something else up, so I lost it. What page it is?
It's plus 3 inertial.
All right.
can I go and try to help create like Molotov cocktails?
I'm not looking to make a Molotov cocktail. I'll just spread a flammable substance around and let the fire build itself up.
All right.
This place is going to collapse. May as well just speed the process along.
Yeah, probably.
Nice open area, little build the territory up. Somebody else come in, clean it up. New project goes in.
Well, we're still gonna have to clean the place on the other side of the gauntlet, but yeah.
Maybe the fire will take care of that.
What's that?
Maybe the fire will take care of that. Might summon some fire spirits. God knows they know what like to do this shit.
I don't know.
All right, so you guys, Hunter will find chemicals and start spreading them around. Is anyone else also doing this?
Yes.
Yeah.
I might as well join in. Because we're
All right, you guys will
yeah.
basically.
Hunter is going to take a quick. Finn is going to take a quick look to see if there's anything they may have left before we set fire to the place. He doesn't want any evidence going back to us because there's going to be cops investigating that.
Too late.
Evidence
Okay,
that doesn't burn down in the building. You
No,
mean?
it's going to take a quick look and get the
It's
woman out of the building.
It's already on fire.
You take a
What-
quick look
What you
while
set
they're.
fire to the building whilst the woman's still there?
Well, yeah. I mean, she's probably not going to survive.
All right, so
Finn,
you guys.
Finn is literally going to have to grab this woman and take her out of the building.
They're joking with you.
That would be a mistake.
Okay, so everyone that is gathering the chemicals, Finn will run up and check everything out. You're going to run up to the third floor too?
That's where the woman is, isn't it?
She's on the first floor. The third floor is the
Oh.
floor you guys haven't been to.
Third floor I haven't been to. I don't think Finn would bother with it.
Okay, so you're just going to take the look at the second floor and the first floor. Is that correct?
He's going to look where we've been, basically, to make sure there's nothing of left. That might survive the fire, of course. And then he's going to try and get the woman out of the building before these arsonists set fire to it.
All right. With your perception, you find in a room on the second floor, there seems to be kind of a setup of them watching across the street outwards. There's a kind of a telescope, papers with it seemingly routes written down. It seems they were observing across the street for some reason, outside your territory. With that being said, as you gather the woman and head out, they'll set fire, and the fire begins to spread fast. You guys are outside the apartment building at this point.
Quick, let's make sure there's no evidence that we were here. Takes body with...
It's not body, it's a living human being.
Well, she's alive now. She's very close to being dead. And I'm wondering when she's going to raise as a zombie or explode into rats.
From a Ratha's perspective, all humans are close to death.
Hey,
It's so fragile.
hey. She's not claimed. She's not a host. So she's still human, and we can take her to an hospital.
A lot of things are human. Right up
Are
to
there
the
still
end.
disease? Are there still I'm going to look at her from across the... Are there still disease spirits around her?
Well, yes, she clearly is sick, so yes.
Okay.
All right, keep going.
What about our people that are sick? Are they still sick, or did they overcome?
What?
You people that are sick.
Yeah,
are you still sick, or did you
They're
overcome?
still sick. They're. I'm just
Oh.
since it's not in combat, I'm not using the tilt version. I'm just kind of letting it pace out that they're currently feeling nausea and going to be feeling it a lot later too.
The two of us that got sick because we were attacked, and the one of us that got sick because he ate rotten flesh.
Yeah.
I ate
And-
tasty
Yep.
essence and I enjoyed it.
You violated the half moon.
All right.
It's just that nasty -5 to everything penalty that I'm concerned about.
Finn. Although you're feeling sick, as the flames rise higher up into the apartment, over the flames, a kind of wailing screams from multiple people. With the exception, you can suddenly source out that a couple of them are young enough to belong to children.
Whoops.
You feel good about yourself, Finn?
Okay. Now, Finn is.
Let's just tell ourselves they were claimed and move on.
I already did. That's literally been my point from the beginning. But Finn is the one that wanted to explore the entire place and get people out, but he didn't.
I didn't want to explore the entire place, but now I'm
This
doing
is what you
shit.
get for not exploring the third level.
Yes, hey, you feel good about yourself, Finn?
I feel fantastic.
Saved everybody that was there to be saved.
Oh my god, give me a
You're a
boost.
big damn hero, aren't you? Okay, so fuck you all. Finn has survivalist. You can resist extreme cold and extreme heat for hours equal to your stamina, which in this case is 3 fucking hours. So,
Wait.
Yeah, extreme heat, but
What about smoke
Not
inhalation?
fire.
not really
Survive
fire.
smoke inhalation too?
It's
Regen.
dangerous to go in, but you can try. I mean, you
It's
can try
dangerous to
running
go
up and-
alone.
Oh,
Take
God.
this dying woman.
Wait. I have influence over water at 2. Can I try to do something about that fire?
Don't put it out.
That defeats the entire purpose of setting it.
We can set it.
also,
later.
I have iron stamina, ignore penalties from fatigue or wounds. Maybe that wouldn't apply to that.
No, it'll apply. You'll take the wounds, though. You'll go in there, you'll burn to death, but you won't be
So-
penalized.
Go in there and Garu and see how well that works
Damn.
out.
I got 5 turns in Garo, but
5 turns enough to get to the 3rd
I-
floor and then get them back again.
All I do is attack the children in Garo.
Well,
Yep.
then you would get a -5 to attack them. You are sick, right?
Hey, can I? So, Hero, can I try to use my influence over water to, I don't know,
Don't
Do
put the
something
wire
like
out.
No.
I do what I want.
What have you got?
Influence over water at 2.
Oh, I love that. I do what I want.
I do what I want.
You know what my
Okay.
you know what my thing is.
Oh
Like,
All right,
boy.
so the
can I
flames are
use-
rising higher, and you guys
Hey!
got to make a quick decision of what
Yeah.
you're gonna do. Are you
I'm
rushing in, or are you just
asking
gonna?
you mechanically if I can do anything
Okay.
with water in it, like
You have
I
a
know-
wisdom of 2, correct?
yeah, like using the water in the
Yeah, you
canalization
cannot do
to.
anything with that yet. You don't have create or even control. I think you have strengthen and.
I have manipulate. I mean, can I use the water in the canalization to like clear out a path, like just bursting?
No,
of
not
the-
with your level
It-
of
It's all Steam
Oh.
now.
influence.
It's all Steam by now.
I
Okay,
think the real plan here is to let's
yeah.
get out of the area before the fire trucks and the police arrive.
Smart move. Let's take this unconscious woman away.
Is there a
burning
fire
building.
escape? With my perception, especially when outside, because I did patrol it, was there a fire escape of any kind? Like a gantry side of the
At the
building?
back of the building, there'll be a fire.
Look, we know how
Okay.
durable
But
this
Hunter,
building
case,
is.
Matthew,
In that case, Finn is going to. Yeah, he's basically going to drop the woman off on the ground floor, hopefully near the door, shouting, "Get her out of here!" And then he's going to shift.
What? So he took her inside. We were already outside. You took her inside, left her inside, and then.
No, I was inside coming out when you started the fire. You moron.
no, you're outside with her when
I'm
the
already
fire.
outside. Okay. Yeah, and I'm gonna rush inside. Finn's gonna rush inside.
All right,
Oh
so
my
Hunter,
God.
I think
He's
is
going-
just
he's going to
walking
change-
away.
Yeah, literally, he says, "Take this woman."
is
I
going-
shake my head and I walk off.
He is going to change to fuck.
Change to
Dalu.
fuck.
He's going to change to Dalu, +2 health, and he's basically going to No, he's going to be in Urshel, and he's going to rush up as fast as possible. He is also going to spend essence, and okay, if I can do this, let me know, because I've got mist, right? My claim to fame is mist. So, Cloak of Mist, what I'm hoping is that I can use that to I'm not expecting to choke out the flames, but at least try and suck oxygen away from the flames on the ground floor a little bit, keeping the fire back for just moments with that mist. Because it does call it Cloak of Mist, not of like smoke something. It is mist. It is damp. So try to damp those fucking flames using that gift. And Urshel gonna go up to the top floor as fast as possible, then shoot to Dalu, and then do the best he can to get any survivors out to the fire escape. And he already knows where the fire escape is because he already used locks all doors, which makes him aware of all the entrances and exits in the building.
Yeah, you know where the entrances and exits are. I'll allow you to use Cloak of Mist of Haste to try it. You'll bring the kind of mist to try and dampen it. I'm not going to tell you if it's going to work or not.
Do I roll for that?
Yeah, you have to roll for the Cloak of Mist. I think it's Dexterity, Stealth, and Cunning, if I remember right.
Dexterity.
I wonder, with that argument, if he's in Cloak of Mists, can Emrich's character control him?
If
Cunning
it'll be
is
a minute, because if I remember right, it's an extended roll needing 5 successes to summon the mist.
Is it? Oh, damn it.
So stand out there, listen to the screams of the dying children as you try to turn into a mist.
No, please, please, you motherfucker. No, it's instant. It's no, wait, no, it's not one. No, it's extended 5 minute per roll. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
While you're deciding,
So how many successes do I need to take for this? I've got 5. I think I've got up to 5 minutes to roll. How many successes do I need?
It's 1 minute, and you need 5 successes. 1 minute per roll.
Okay.
While he's doing that,
He's going to spend willpower.
I'm begrudgingly going. Matthew is begrudgingly going to go to the back of the building to the fire escape and just climb to the 3rd floor to try to go and help.
Oh wait, that's the wrong one. I meant to spend willpower for that. Sec. That's going to be. Can't think. 7. 3 successes. Then roll it again. It's 1 minute. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. He summons miss.
Isn't that 3 minutes?
Yeah, it
No,
looks like
2 minutes because the first roll was a mistake because I didn't use my willpower.
It's the same dice. You just roll 3 extra dice.
yeah. He didn't use
Yeah.
his willpower. He said, "I wanted to use my."
No, that's what I'm
willpower."
saying, but it's the same 4 dice. It's just 4 dice, and then you roll 3 extra dice. There's no reason to re-roll all of your rolls just because you didn't add 3 extra dice. You just roll 3 dice after that. That's playing the system if you're just going to re-roll every time.
ST, is it 2 minutes or 3 minutes?
I'll let it be 2. It doesn't really matter.
I'm just discussing this for future. I'm not saying anything
Yeah,
about this
future
here
is
now.
Definitely, we should definitely not re-roll if you forget
Alright.
to add. Just roll the extra dice that you forgot.
Anyway, I've said what he's doing now, so
So,
All right, so the
while
cloak
he's
of
doing
mist and
that,
haze comes in, and you launch up the fire escape, the flames licking the side of the building, and dive in through the 3rd-story window, if I'm correct.
yeah, but while he's doing his summoning of the mist, I will just run through the fire escape and go to the 3rd floor to try to save people that are trapped here. Still in that loop. So
Okay, so you run up to the fire escape and launch yourself up and begin going up. The people walking away, if I'm not incorrect, are... Who's walking away? Theo, Hunter, and... Tigran, you
Yep.
walking away there?
Yep.
The eagle answer is just going to stand there and watch.
that's
tr-
worse.
We trusted Finnegan to tell if there was anyone in the building.
technically that's the Iraq's job, but anyway.
Technically, it's the person who went inside to check the building's job.
All right, the people walking away will see a figure, not really hiding, standing right on the edge of the territory, watching interestedly. You see him watching, although you don't see a face, just that hood and freaky-looking mask, watching out from between the buildings. That's for the people who are walking away.
Huh, that's a familiar face.
Into the flaming building, you hear some yelling and screaming coming from one of the rooms. The hall is currently kind of ablaze with smoke pouring out. I want you to roll your stamina and resolve -3.
Yeah, willpower it.
Is that for Finn or?
That's for whoever's going at. Is it Matthew who's in there first?
Yeah.
Matthew, that's what you're rolling.
Well, gonna willpower it. What? Oh, because it's an attack roll.
I'll bite the flame.
Yeah.
Does bark in the fire.
Okay, you managed to go through the driving heat and flames and smoke. You'll take about 3 points of lethal damage.
What? There's
As you go through the flames into the room that is kind of... You're going to have to start to try and break down the door that is currently covered in those flames.
I mean, I
That's
have
a new
Demolisher free, so shouldn't be hard.
All right, go ahead and roll. You can roll Strength plus Brawl as you're kicking in the door. It has absolutely no durability at this point because of Demolisher.
Also, the building's on fire.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's on fire.
I mean, the 3rd floor is not on fire yet because we didn't go to
the
it.
3rd floor is on fire. That's why
Fire
you're
travels up.
dealing with
It's a good fact about fire.
I forgot.
Yeah,
to-
and it moves
forgot to-
extremely fast. It's very deceptively fast. A lot of people
Alright.
advise sometimes.
That's why I
especially-
linked that video. 10 seconds, that room is up in flames.
It's almost like the walls in here were stuffed with straw.
Or, that actual insulating material that does catch on fire extremely fast. What's the name? It starts
Yeah.
with an A. It's like poisonous to breathe in.
Asbestos.
Asbestos, yeah. Considering the age of the buildings in Gotham, I would not be surprised.
Alright.
Is there any like lengthy pieces of cable hanging around here? Any just any bit of junk really that can be used to be tied to stuff?
Was that question directed at me? I didn't hear it if it was.
I was asking a storyteller
All right, what was the question?
if there's anything like what while you record anything like that I can tie to something.
No, nothing that you would be able to really. Are you upstairs too? Are you going upstairs?
Well, the plan was going through a window instead.
All right, you'll have to make the same roll as Matthew if you're following him. Finnegan's outside, sitting there like, "Come on, come on."
Resolving stamina was the roll.
-3.
This is the longest 2 minutes he's ever experienced.
Okay, I'll spend a willpower for this one because I really don't want to choke to death.
Good point. All right. You go in despite the things trying to push you back, and you'll run up with Matthew, who kicks into the door and it just cracks and gives in. Inside this room, it looks like the walls are cleared out. There are several people, elderly, children, just seemingly useless. They look like they've been abused and they're tied up. And
Oh my god.
yeah, you're not sure what's happened with them or not, but they look up in fear as you guys enter.
Well,
A few of the older ones have passed out from the smoke inhalation.
I'm going to. How many are they?
There are 9 people in there.
Oh,
3
that's-
elderly, 5 children, and an adult who doesn't look very. I don't know. He doesn't look conscious right now.
All right, I'm going to smash with my claw the bindings of the kids and just tell them to run the door, and I'm going to try to pick up one Grady and one adult in the room, just to both both under each arm.
We shouldn't tell them who started the fire if they survived this.
We shouldn't what?
We shouldn't tell them who started the fire after if they survive.
Of course not. Are you crazy?
Well, you say that.
Hey, Theo as an Iron Master should show honor to his territory, and this is not honorable.
He is. He's giving it a death by fire, one of the most glorious deaths out there.
So,
It's a great end to this building's storied
Alright.
history.
So yeah, can
you
I
guys
do
will-
that?
You're going to pick up the unconscious people, both of you, and start heading to
And
the window.
I'm untying I'm just slashing the binding of the children with my claws since I am in Dalu form, and I have demolishers.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I forgot about that.
And take one and also start helping out with the old folks as well.
How long is Finn gonna be?
Well, you're gonna end up with nobody in the building. When you...
At this point, I just need to ask Theta. You're going to be going pretty quickly here in about 4 or 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to kind of end it right here at this very dramatic point.
Oh,
Huh.
don't burn the children.
Hey,
I'm
it's
going
not
to
our
go
fault. We
ahead.
didn't know they were there.
If only someone had gone to the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
God
No,
dang.
Finn was only interested in like evidence. Like he had no idea and had no inclination to go search.
Oh,
further.
okay. So Finn didn't.
I
actually care
understand.
about the people.
I think you were worried about getting ambushed again, which is a perfectly legitimate
He's not a
fear.
scout. He was just like trying to cover tracks, etc.
And so we had no worries about burning down the building.
Yeah.
Technically,
So-
an eldest job is to negotiate and to kind of like keep order. It's the Iraq's job to scout, technically.
But
Yeah,
regardless,
you really
we're
can't
going to
pull
go
that
ahead
excuse.
and
Okay.
get our votes out of the way. So, Schism, why don't you vote for your player of the day?
I'm gonna give it to Matt for his wonderful reactions to the joke. The whole day is done.
Okay. Keeper.
Hunter.
All right, Theta.
I vote Chisholm. He made the game more enjoyable, I think.
Perfect. Emmerich, you
Same
weren't here
here.
last time. At the end of the game, I make sure that all players vote for the player that they thought had the best role-playing moment, funniest moment, best help, whatever reason you want, and they get a beat.
Yeah. All right.
So who are you
Chisholm.
voting for? Okay, there you go. And finally, Az, who are you voting for?
I'll vote for Emmerich for this moment of compassion.
Perfect. All right then. Well,
It's a
I'm going to
tie.
go ahead and draw this to a close. If you guys feel like you have fulfilled any aspirations, please let me know, and I will mark that down, and you'll get that extra beat.
I did
Yeah.
fulfill an aspiration. Make a kill.
All right. Well, that will be short term. You have to come to a new one after that, so that'll be nice. Okay, then. I'm going to end it there. Next Sunday should be interesting as you all flee from this
Wait.
burning building.
Do we suffer any breaking points for our callous disregard for the
Yes.
human life?
You are all going to suffer some breaking points, but I kind of ran out of time, so I'm going to go ahead and go over them with you
Ju-
individually, either
Do
over
we
the
all
week
get-
or at the beginning of next session.
Do we all get 1 beat for participating in the session?
Indeed, you do.
Yeah.
All right, then. I'm going to go ahead and get off, and you guys will take care, all right?